Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Simran D'Souza, and I was working in Go Airlines as a cabin crew for almost 4 years, and then I moved to Qatar where I'm working in Qatar Airways as a cabin crew. So this video is very special to me because I've been getting a lot of questions about sharing my Qatar Airways journey and how I got selected in Qatar Airways. I thought of making a video on this. So let's get started to this video. So I gave this interview in Mumbai in Hilton Hotel. I gave this interview in the year 2022, and there were like lot of candidates. Obviously in Mumbai you can expect a lot of candidates, and I was a bit nervous as well. Even though I had experience, I have given Qatar Airways interview before COVID once when I was in Goa, and it was just 1 year of flying, and then I had given this interview and I got rejected in the third or fourth round probably, but this time I made it and I got selected. So in the first round, one on one, so there were two recruiters and I had to go to the one. And I went to the recruiter. She was very sweet and polite. She asked me only two questions. So the first question was, tell me about yourself, and second was, why Qatar Airways? So sometimes if you're a fresher, they can ask you even why cabin crew. So these are the basic questions. And she gave me an invitation card which basically had the venue and the timing. It was the same hotel, and the timing was something around 8, and I had the next round on the second day. I was so happy to clear this first round. So when I went on the second day, it was a conference room. So and there were a lot of other candidates as well, and they started showing us a PPT about Qatar Airways, about the salary, about the accommodation, the destinations you will fly, which made us really excited. The recruiters were so sweet. They give you a badge wherein you have this number, so everyone has a number. So I was number 12. I don't remember exact, and the recruiter, when she was moving around, my badge fell down and I was so engrossed watching the video down, and she picked it up for me and she gave my badge to me, and I was like, thank you so much for picking this up. Try to interact with them and be and keep smiling. The major tip is keep smiling and keep your confidence. So after this round, they start height and scar test, and they started checking our height. It should reach 212 centimeters. So obviously, I am tall enough, so I was not worried about the height. After this height, they check your scars. So if you are wearing a blazer, they'll ask you to remove your blazer and they'll check the hand just in case they find something they will ask you. Fortunately, I did not have scar. They started with the English round. So there were like a lot of candidates who got rejected in the English round. It can be tough for some people. English round was okay for me, so I just cleared it. And then after that, so there were two recruiters. There were like few chits, and you have to pick one and you have to speak on that topic for 2 minutes, which I clearly do not remember now. It was something about the environment, I believe. And you just have to speak 2 minutes exactly, not much. They just see your confidence in this, also your English. Round after all the major rounds are done on the second day, they will give you a form wherein you have to declare all your scars and all your moles, and major birthmark is, like, some people were showing them if this mark is okay, if this scar is okay, and they'll ask you to declare it in the form. So she asked me to declare my mole. One of the recruiter told me, like, you have to declare the mole as well, because in case of any emergency on board, god forbid, if anything happens, they will be able to recognize you through your birthmarks and through your scars. So this is also one of the reason why they ask the declaration. And also, if there is something major, then it can be difficult to crack the interview sometimes if it's major. It depends on the recruiter, like you can check with them because it's under some protocol, right? That's it, and they invite you for your final round the next day. So you are okay, and we will see you tomorrow, and this is the timing, and these are the document checklists which you will have to bring. So it was passport, my CV, my birth certificate, and few other documents. And there were this form given by Qatar Airways recruitment team, few forms which I had to fill in at home and bring. When you are in uniform, you there shouldn't be any major scar. also some tattoos because it's against the company policy. So after this round, I was called for the final round, which is very important. And I was so nervous. Like I was called at 8 o'clock, and there were like few other candidates who were called after half an hour, like 8:30, 9:30. So even they were giving an option to select the timings, and I was letting everyone take whatever time they want. So don't be bossy. So you are under observation since you enter the recruitment hall till you exit. So be kind and polite to others. And for the final round, they asked me lot of questions. Like I was inside for almost 20 minutes to 25 minutes, and it was the longest interview of my life. I was super scared. I woke up early that day and I was reading through my answers, like what can they ask. So the final round, they were like basic questions and situational based questions as well, based on your experience. Like they asked me, why do you want to leave your current airline, which is Go Air? So of course, for better career opportunity, I answered not just in one word. I answered like quite few points which you should. And then they asked me about a time where customer was upset and what I did to resolve it, and then something extra I did for customer. And then am I comfortable serving alcohol, and about my family. So there were like basic conversation as well. So the best part were the recruiters were so polite. There were two recruiters in the final round and I was alone. They were so polite and kind to you. They make you feel comfortable, and very sweet she was. One was Indian and one was from Sri Lanka, I believe, or maybe Malaysian, I'm not very sure. One thing I have noticed and I have heard from my friends that in the final round, mostly you'll be sitting close to the sunlight. So, do your makeup and grooming well, because if you have like major scar or acne on your face, they can probably, see. So, don't give them a reason to remove you because you have like acne or scar. Just conceal it nicely, and basic acnes are still okay, like one or two maybe. So do your makeup nicely for the final round, and for the first round the you'll be under observation since the beginning. So first impression is also the last impression. And about my notice period, so I said yes. I said 1 month for my notice period, but I took 3 months to join because my previous company was not allowing us. They were like, you need to complete 3 months and then you can go. I was super happy that I got selected in Qatar Airways, and I was so happy that day. My mother was outside the hotel. We were like so happy. We did a lot of party, and till the time I went to Doha, we were just partying and everything. So it was the best time, and I still remember and give terms, and it's like a memory for life now. And I really enjoyed it. And I hope this video helped you to figure out the basic rounds and everything. I'll make a video on how to get ready for cabin crew interview. Thank you so much for watching. See you in another video.